Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Sim. Welcome to Here to Inspire. I am flying solo for a couple of these bad boys because the boy Abel's a busy man. He got a lot of work to do. So I'll be putting the show on my back for the moment. We have an amazing guest with us today. We have a genius when it comes to photography, a legend in the streets. She shot for the Browns. She does a lot of different photography, sports photography. We got Bri Ali. I didn't know the dogs was coming out.
Oh yeah. Dog pound always here, so
yeah.
I'm happy to be here. Like I'm happy to be on this show. Like I've been putting people off for this, so I'm excited to be here. Excited to be able to spread my knowledge and get some thought-provoking conversation going.
Yeah. We are happy to have you. I'm by myself. I'm happy to have you. I'm slow. I'm not though. But listen, grateful to have you here on the Here to Inspire. I want to say stage for some reason. It's a platform to have like these amazing conversations with amazing people. So I'm just gonna ask you, what do you do? What do you do for the people that don't know?
So right now, it's subject to change, but right now I am a photographer. Last week I just finished up my internship with the Cleveland Browns. Before that, I was a student.
Yeah.
I got my undergrad in marketing and accounting.
Yeah.
Went ahead and got my master's in marketing. Wanted to focus on content creation. So I just picked up my camera again. So it took me a long way over the last 2.5 years. So I'm happy to be able to be here and kind of like elaborate on what I've been doing. So.
Oh, that's awesome. How'd you get into sports photography?
Honestly, when I was in high school, I started doing photography as an elective. I never really thought of it past anything in high school. As I transitioned over to college and I needed to pay for school, I was doing a work study for athletic training.
Oh God, I forgot it.
So bro, I've been doing too much stuff. So I did an athletic training work study where I think I worked like 20 hours a week. So in my free time, I would like still hang out on the sidelines and really just experiment with sports photography. Again, not really taking it serious.
Yeah.
But then when I moved on to Marshall, that's when I really started to label myself a photographer. Really take a chance on their program and allow their program to take a chance on me. And ultimately that specific move is what kind of like got me to where I am today.
Good. That's dope. It's a lot of different factors that go into like where we are, right? Yeah. The power of influence from teachers. I already know how that go. Would you say that you're in love with like sports photography now, or is it just photography that you into?
So I love photography as a whole, but sports photography, my love has just only grown as I've gone.
Yeah.
Because like my brother plays sports, so like I've always had a love for sports. I played sports myself, so it was always there. So just being able to capitalize and capture the moments that one aren't captured or two like are overlooked because other things are happening. So being able to kind of like live in those moments while I'm capturing them is what kind of like brought my love for it.
Yeah.
Working in college really showed me that the people in the next level are the same people that I was working with before. So moving on to a more professional level, it kind of like allowed me to walk in more level-headed just because like this is the same 23-year-old that's just like the same 23-year-old like that I was with at Marshall.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, me looking like, oh my gosh, this is this person or this is this person. It's just like it's another subject. So just being able to be in both environments kind of shaped my mind differently. But as a whole, like all the experience together is like what make me love like sports photography. But as far as like photography in general, it's my goal to be as versatile as I can be.
Yeah.
So me being able to do corporate events, me being able to do community events, school visits, flag football events for the youth, down to campaign shoots like the white mask photo shoot that I did with Nick Chubb, or like when Ilthy, a local Cleveland brand, collabed with the Browns, or Layer, a local Cleveland brand, collabed with the Browns, like I was able to take lead on both of those projects. So being able to have all those things now create and make up my portfolio is something that like moving forward is going to be like, very, very useful. So,
Yeah, it is.
Just showing the versatility of what photography can be. Like, yeah, I work for the Cleveland Browns, but the Cleveland Browns is the company. It has a team. It has community relations. It has, corporate partnership. It has, social justice. So it's just like, so it's just like, I did everything for the company, not just sports.
So from I'd say from the outside looking in, somebody to say they work for the Cleveland Browns, somebody could just be like, oh yeah, that's the photographer for the team. But you just put like the reality of what the team actually, or what the Cleveland Browns as an organization really does. So
yeah,
that's crazy. So as an intern, let me. You said you like were the lead photographer, like when it came to the Ilthy collaboration and the Lair collaboration. How was that as an intern? Is that like big stuff or? Yeah.
So yeah, look. So everything that I was able to do is because my boss relied on me heavily and he trusted my ability to like get stuff done.
Yeah.
And that can't be overlooked, because like some places already have 3 photographers and then might have an intern, so that intern is not gonna have the same amount of space to grow like I did, just because it's only 2 of us. And then like again, establishing trust from him is what really matters, because without trust from my boss, like I'm not taking lead on those projects. I could have just been like a creative director or like an assistant while he took lead. Like the white face mask photo shoot that I did with Nick Chubb, that was my like first week on the job. My boss was out for 2 weeks.
Hold on. What? That was your first week on the job?
Mm-hmm. Like,
what?
Okay, yeah.
So, all right. So, obviously, you got your internship. This is nuts. Obviously, you got your internship like from the work you've already done. Like where at school, right?
Yeah.
Like in school. Obviously, you got your you had your work. I seen your photography. You cold.
Thanks.
You cold. So your boss saw it, brought you in, intern type, and then he just like piled on. Well, not piled on, but he like just opened the doors for like you to level up. Do you feel like you were fast tracked into like where you are now because of that, or do you feel like, oh, this is how it's always gonna go?
No. It's definitely not on no, like I thought it was how it's gonna go, because everything that happened, like it didn't happen the year before. So it's like I came in expecting what the year before had with the intern before, like experiences were like, and none of them bad. So I was ready for the challenge. I was ready for whatever, and the intern before, like they were able to take lead on projects and stuff like that. But like my efficiency and like attacking everything that wasn't football is what got me opportunities, because it's easy to go in and shoot and only care about the football aspect. So I'm going to put my all during practices or during events when players are there or during games. But then when it comes to stuff like the Layer collab or the Ilthy collab or even the white face mask shoot, like I could have just easily been like, oh, that's another thing, because it wasn't the millionaires. Like it wasn't the people that everybody want to see. It wasn't the people that would get me thousands of likes. Like, but it was still something like that I love to do, which is photography. And it's something that like I love, which is fashion.
Yeah.
So it's like being able to merge those and, just be able to have the platform that my stuff is going to be on the LED screens and billboards during the games and stuff like that. Like being able to not even know that yet. Yeah. But just being able to say like,
crazy.
I'm actually learning like to work with a brand, like Ilthy, their like owner wasn't there on site when we were
Yeah.
shooting, so it was very like lax. But like with later, like their guy was there, so it was kind of like a different level, because it's like when somebody who created something and they have their vision are expecting you to do this and that, like
Exactly.
you feel me, that's something completely different than just doing what you think they might want.
Exactly.
So it's just like having those experiences fast tracked me, but like I kind of got that trust from how I got there in the first place. Like how like my story from Marshall to even being offered my internship is very important, because it's like it's multiple ways to make it, and I feel like I made it into the NFL in a very unique way. I got the attention of my boss in a very unique way that he even tells me, like, you know, it was nobody else that, you know, did what you did last year. So, you know, I might have a few candidates for my next, you know, position. I mean, my intern might be, but like, I don't know, you know, because it wasn't as clear as when I was doing it, because I did it in a way that nobody had before. Like, you know.
So you set a different standard.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So that's amazing.
I will say, like, when I came in, I knew I was going to meet the standard, but, like, being able to go above and beyond, like, you know, earning a trip, well, earning a spot when we went to training camp, like, that was challenged for me. Like, that was something that wasn't existent, got added, got taken, because, like, some people didn't see the value in, like, me being there.
What is it, having for a photographer, or specifically you?
Having two photographers.
Two photographers. They didn't,
Because my boss is such a hard worker. People think that he can just do anything.
And but he knew off top. He was like, I can't.
Or like he just need help. Like even if he can, like, because he's very capable. He's done it.
It's like, if I don't have to, like, work smarter, not harder.
So it's like, instead of having, you know, maybe an extra person that might, you know, do something here or there, why don't we have somebody who's, you know, busting their ass like day in and day out, helping me out. We getting our stuff turned around faster. Somebody who can kill it,
already know.
So it's just like, like.
That's dope. So it sounds like, well, it don't sound like your passion definitely, obviously, had to come first.
Yeah.
Before, like, looking at the glitz and glamour of, like, the position you were in.
Because when I got to Marshall, my first year saying that I wanted to be a photographer, I went to the chief of staff, and this dude and his recruiting coordinator had me doing photos on a backdrop and recruiting. That's not what I said I wanted to do. I said I wanted to shoot sports. But I could have easily quit that. But it's just like, I was presented an opportunity, so I'm going to take it. So that whole year, I felt like I was wasting it. The only time I touched the field is when we brought the recruits down, you know, from the tent from the indoor to the field for warm-ups. Like, aside from that, like, I was just in the stands, not using the camera or anything. The next year, it was a coaching change, staffing change. I did the same thing, you know, but that time I got somebody who, you know, was about it and, you know, put things in motion for me, not just from a photography aspect, but just from a marketing aspect, from an operations aspect, from a recruiting aspect, just like anything I might have had interest in, he made it a mission to plug me in with whoever he knew.
Wow.
Two components for that. He's black.
Yeah.
And everybody he tried to plug me in with didn't want to help me, to the point where he was emailing people's bosses like, so-and-so hasn't emailed me back, you know, I'm trying to get this girl in. Like,
he went to bat for you like that.
Yeah.
And what was his position?
He was the chief of staff. His name was Sherrod Everett.
Oh, wow. Shout out to Sherrod.
Yeah. So
for sure.
He put me in position to be able to be on the field. Then he introduced me to the two guys who ran their entire content team, which is Rodney and Stan.
Yeah.
Crazy work ethic. But kind of like my boss, they expect them to do everything. They wasn't just covering football. They were covering all the sports at Marshall.
Like basketball, volleyball.
Yeah, basketball, both soccer teams, both softball teams.
And they were they were the only photographers, or?
But technically, they're both videographers. They're not really photographers.
Oh, yeah.
But since the demand, like, it wasn't there for, like, people to want to go in and, you know, do stuff like that. So it was just like they had to take on that role, you know?
Yeah.
So me, I saw that they were willing to help me. They would give me stuff here and there, whether it was like a SD card or a charger or a card reader.
Yeah.
And I would just give them my pictures. And they wasn't doing it for my pictures, because it was like times where they're like, you don't have to give us your pictures. Like,
Exactly.
we're not paying you, like, but it was something that I felt that I should do for them, because it's like, if I'm here every day and I want to be here every day, why wouldn't I help y'all? And y'all willing to help me? Like,
so that's hard. Like, that type of personality, or that type of personality trait is like hard to find, especially now when everything, I feel like AI has played a part. We've been on a track in general, like from the 70s to now, of like speed. What can I get now? What can I get done?
Yeah.
What can I cut out as far as people wise and just get it done myself?
Yeah.
I feel like because we've done that for so long, because we're doing it even at a faster rate now, the ability to think of others in such a genuine way is lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you that's crazy. Cuz from untrained ear, like, people could hear the story and be like, oh yeah, people just open doors.
Yeah.
But in reality, you just had the keys, like generosity, like kindness, genuineness, like actual passion are the keys in order for people to like easily open it. Oh yeah, for sure, I open the door for, because I know her, like, I've seen how good she is. Yeah,
sometimes you feel me, have all of that and still not get the opportunity.
Yeah,
but it's just like,
but they steal the keys. Yeah. They steal the keys at the end of the day. Like, people could gatekeep, and like, me personally, I'm a fan of gatekeeping. I don't think everybody should be like given the I don't think everybody should have all the information. That's just me. Like, it makes sense to gatekeep on a lot of things, not everything, but it makes sense to gatekeep and hold the information for the right person, or for the right people. And I feel like the keys that you have, and that you've shown, and that you've like continuously like build on, are when people could be like, oh, here you go. Here's the opportunity. Here's the next level. Here's the pile of like what I got to do. I'm gonna get that to you because I know you can handle it. Yeah. Do you attribute that to how you were raised, or do you attribute that to like just getting to know people? Where does that come from, you think?
I think it's partially just like how I was raised, and then it's partially just who I am. Because it's just like, sometimes in a situation that could happen in my home or something, like, I could easily say like, all right, like, I don't care, or like, and it's just like, I wouldn't bat an eye. But it's just like, that's not always who you are. And I feel like there's some stuff you just really, when you really passionate about something, you just willing to give, or you willing to be, generous. Like, now that I'm like older, like, I definitely see like my upbringing, and kind of like, I guess what we was talking about before as far as faith goes, like, Islam is really based and rooted off just peace and generosity and love. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, zakat is one of the 5 pillars of Islam, and it's basically like charity. Mm-hmm. So I don't know like when I really like it really clicked for me, but it's something that I've always just like mindlessly done. It's just like, be generous to people, like help people out. Or like in Huntington, it was like kind of like an unwritten rule for me. Like, it's a lot of homeless people there. It's a lot of people that are addicts. So like, if I'm leaving a restaurant and I got leftovers and I see homeless people, I'm always giving them my leftovers. Like, just because like
that desire to help. Like, is in you. That desire like, to help is in you for sure.
We got food at home, or like, the opportunity isn't just for me. Like, sometimes I say that to people and they be like, no, you got to take everything. But it's like,
that's the type of, yeah, people crazy.
It's like, I understand when people say like, cause say I'll miss out on the shoot, right? But somebody I know got that opportunity. I'm not going to be envious that I didn't get that opportunity.
Exactly.
But it's people that'll tell me, no, you need to want all of that. You need to, and it's just like, that's greed.
That's greed.
Like,
yeah.
I don't, like, of course I would love to get more money. I would love to work with this person. I would love to have this opportunity. But at the end of the day, like, what's for me gonna come to me. Like, and I really believe that. Like,
for sure.
Cause it's like, I don't get this opportunity, but then a greater one comes.
Yeah.
And it's like, if I would have been so envious of somebody else having an opportunity, like, that it blinded me from continuing to do what I want to do or what I need to be doing to get to the place where I am the person getting those opportunities. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's just common sense. You just gotta want as you want for yourself, for others as well. Cause it's like, I don't know. That's just how that's just how my brain is wired. Like, if somebody gets something, or even if somebody else was talking to the Browns for the internship too, like, I wouldn't be jealous. It's just like, okay, may the best man win.
Exactly.
And it's not I hope she fail, I hope he fail, I hope this. It's like, I'm gonna do my best, you gonna do your best, good luck. Like, I'm not
looking at other people's downfall to elevate yourself. And I feel like that is a part that's baked into the culture a lot more prevalent these days. That's why, like, cancel culture, like, be pissing me off, because like we see obviously people who do stuff or, you know, have their mishaps or mistakes, or like they purposefully did something. So many people harbor on, like, destroying a person's career in order to, like, elevate that industry that the person was in. Like, say an actor or actress does something, was the word scandalous. All right, they do something scandalous, and folk be like, so, or like do something scandalous like 10 years ago. They be so like, man, we have to stop their career to save face, to save the I ain't gonna say save face, but, you know, like, keep this industry safe, right? A 10 year, it'd be tweets though, but you know what I'm saying? It don't even be like full actions. It'd be like tweets or whatever that somebody said a minute ago, and they said, yeah, let's destroy their career in order to keep this industry safe. When in actuality, like, I feel it's so what's the word? I don't want to say evil.
It's just greedy.
It's greedy. Like, it's a greed. Like, we see other people
envious.
We see other people. Yeah, it's envy is layered with that. Jealousy is layered with that. Just pride is layered. It's like it's a weird view that people have on like the power that they have. Like, oh, we the people can cancel all these people but you want people to accept all the things that you do.
One thing I had to learn is, like, somebody always gonna have something to say.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna always have an opinion. Like, again, back to the fact when I said I like fashion. Yeah. Like, it's sometimes I put something on and I go outside, or I might be getting dressed, and the first thing somebody say is something that's trying to downplay my outfit, right?
Oh, so
like, those shoes you got on, them old people shoes, or your pants so big, or whatever.
Why your brother be saying that?
And then, I know, he weird. He's weird. No, man. But, like,
them old people shoes.
It's just like, once people understand that you don't care what they talking about,
oh yeah,
that's when they start to be like, oh no, I was playing, or like,
exactly.
Oh, like, no, you're the fit fire, or like,
it lose power.
Yeah,
quick.
Once they see you feeding into, like, their jealousy, or like their backhanded compliments, or like whatever the case may be, like, that's when they feel like they have the power and control over you, and then that's when they feel like it's okay to do it the next time and the next time.
Yeah.
Me personally, I shut it down. Like, I don't play that. Like, I'm fresh though.
Simple.
Okay then. Like, we not about to keep. Yeah, like, it's just like, we gonna get to the point, because I'm not about to have dialogue that I don't care for.
Exactly.
Like, I got other stuff to worry about. Like, I know I'm fresh. Okay, get your little jokes off. It's not funny. Okay, cool. Like,
get your little jokes off. It's not funny.
Yeah, or even if I know somebody who just has, like, a history of just always saying something negative, sometimes I even be like, if it's negative, don't say it.
Yeah.
Because I don't care.
Like, number one.
Yeah, personally, I don't care, and I'm not gonna act like I care either. So it's just like,
let me ask you: does that play a factor into your photography?
Um,
The the
I feel like
subjective hate or subjective hate or love. Like, how does that play a factor into your art?
um the only people I care about is my subject.
Mm,
So if you, as a person that has nothing to do with this game or this arrival or this play or anything like that, don't like the picture, that doesn't have anything to do with me.
mm,
Am I meeting the standards of the people that I'm taking pictures of? That's what matters to me.
that's really
Because
good.
it's like you said, it's subjective. So you cannot like it and I could love it and he could love it.
Yeah.
Or I could love it and he could not love it. And that's okay.
Yeah.
You feel me? But it's just like, I don't really care too much about like what people got going on. Like,
Yeah.
because it's just like, it's my work and it's gotten me this far. So why would I like do something that you're telling me to do and you're not even where I am? Like, you're not even, and that's not to
You ain't even in
say,
the same position.
and that's not even to say that I don't listen to people, because I take people like opinion seriously if I feel like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But if you just talking, because there's a lot of people that just like to talk, like, if you're not somebody that I already respect in a like, and it don't even got to be in a creative way, but like in a professional way, or just from a like mindset kind of way, your morals, your values, the type of person you are, how you operate. If I don't feel like I can come to you for advice, I don't really care what you got to say.
You goof. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you gonna ask me, can I get you something? Can I put you in a position to do something?
Exactly.
And it's just like, no. Like,
no.
Yeah, because it's just like, I had to learn that now that I'm at the level that I'm at, like you said, gatekeeping is the thing. Like, I had to stop helping people because I'm such a helper and I'm such a giver.
Yeah.
Like, I gave 2 people recommendations, and this is for all y'all out there who ask somebody for a recommendation. Make sure you giving your 1,000,000% effort when you going in there, because the people that we recommending you to, if they don't like you, they coming back to us and saying exactly why they don't like you. Like, they're gonna ask, how well do we know you? Like, they're gonna ask, like, did we know you say stuff like this, or did I know that you were doing this and that? Like, they're gonna ask. So like, just because you get a recommendation from me, that's not gonna carry it away. Like, that's gonna only put you in the door. But like, when you get in the door, you better not show your ass, because after that, like, I'm not doing it no more. Like, I'm cool. And that's probably for everybody. So that's, you feel me?
There
a little
you
tip.
go. No,
like,
that's some inspirational information.
Yeah, because
you sound like an auntie for sure.
For real, because it's like,
don't show you behind.
I
now.
never knew like my word held so much power.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where I literally got people interviews and positions they said they wanted, and then the people come back to me like
that bleeds into that what's that saying? Birds of a feather flock together. Mm-hmm. When you like have the keys that you have that we talked about earlier, and you recommend somebody, it's like, oh, like their first thought isn't like, oh, this is a separate person.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's stemming from like this person who already has integrity, generosity, genuineness, kindness. Like, yeah, if you recommend somebody, for sure, I'm gonna pick up on that.
Yeah.
And this person better be like you.
Yeah.
Right? But if somebody you ain't talked to in 2 years come, hey, I see you working at such and such. You think you can give me opportunity? I do photography too. It's like, yeah, that's where like having a big heart and like wanting people to like be put on, like that's where you got to check yourself. Like, I don't know this person like that anymore. I thought I remember kicking it with them all the time back in the day, but I haven't seen them. They are in my industry, but like, how do I like navigate? I feel like navigation is weird. Like having to navigate in the industry that you are like doing well in is weird, because like you have the power.
Yeah, and it's weird because like I was just 2 years ago, I was just asking somebody to help me get on the field in college. Yeah. Like, so it's just like now, like I actually do. There's power in what I say, like, and there's power in what I do. Like, it's being watched, and that was something that was like so annoying to me when I like was figuring that out. I'm like, bruh, that's not even my personality. Like, I don't even like people that much.
Exactly.
Like, now you want to sit at lunch with me, and there's nothing wrong, but it's just like that's something I had to adjust to, because it's like people are gonna want to be cool with me, but it's like again, like, you got to filter out the people that's not exactly there for, like, genuine purposes. Like, that's, like, the number one thing.
Yeah.
Not the number one, but one of the top.
That's one of the tops.
Yeah, one of the top things that you need to do is just, like, again, make sure you surrounded by like-minded people. Make sure you recommending like-minded people. That's why when people, like, reach out to me now in my DMs, I tell them, like, I give them, like, the basics, the things that if I would have heard, like, that would have sparked a lot in me, and then I let them be, like, you know, or tell them, like, you got to make sure you're reaching out to people when you don't want something, you know, you got to send them your work, even if they're not replying, like, you have to show them your improvement, you have to show them all this stuff, because it's like, they don't know you from a can of paint.
Exactly.
So you can say you work so hard, you want this, and then, like, the next few messages, you could be asking me, oh, can you give me this? Can you give me that? Exactly. And it's just like, that's opportunistic versus, hey, like, here's my work. Like, do you have any kind of feedback? I don't care what the feedback is. Like, and then the next time you send me something, it's clear that you worked on what I told you before. So then that's going to make me want to give you more information. Like, that's what I did with my boss.
That's good.
I was emailing him, like, every week for, like, a year.
Yeah.
Like, when there was no opportunity, when I already knew he had his intern lined up.
Exactly.
Like, telling him, like, hey, I want to do it. Like, you feel me? Like, not even I want to be your intern. I mentioned, like, I would like to be your intern.
Yeah.
But I was freelancing first.
Was your boss, did he message you back just as much as you messaged him? Mm-mm. Or... Okay. So, to all the people listening, it doesn't happen fast, right? It's not like a microwave. Like, we got to get out the mind, especially, like, being passionate about something, or, like, trying to, like, really not just get paid, but we trying to, like, live off the love that we have for a certain thing. It doesn't happen fast. Like, a lot of times fast stuff doesn't last, I would say. A lot of times, because we see, like, these TikTok one-hit wonders, like, blow up, then they disappear.
Yeah.
And some people stay around. But, you know, a lot of times, like, it'd be one-trick ponies, like, oh, yeah, I blew up, boom, 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 and I'm gone. Or I blew up, boom, 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 and I don't know what to do next, right? So, like, the waiting period is necessary.
I saw something, I don't remember exactly where I saw it, but it was within the last 24 hours, and it said you want to be, like, it's better to be valuable than, like, popular.
That's really good.
Because it's like, you can have all the popularity in the world, everybody could love you, your work could be cool or whatever, but, like, if the company don't think you're needed, then you're not gonna be there.
Ooh.
You're not gonna be where you think you should be. You're not gonna, like, get the opportunities that you think you should. But the only way to combat the fact that, like, you're not getting opportunities is to establish your value. Like, that's the only way to get it. I would say that's my number one reason for me being able to get so many opportunities. Mainly the opportunity to travel is because I show how valuable I was to the team. I show how valuable my work was. I show how I could shoot what the players wanted. I could shoot what the graphic designers wanted. I could shoot, you know, in a way that the owners and that our communication staff deemed appropriate. Yeah. Like, I could, you know, get things, say if it's Miles' 100 sack game, like, and my boss need me to get this, like, that's something that I'm on the lookout. It's something like, it's like, you have to be valuable. You have to be able to turn around edits like this. You have to be able to, you know, control the kids, offset if my boss is doing something else, posing people, like, just doing stuff that, like, with and without a camera. Like, you can't just, like, think one thing is gonna make you it. Like, you gotta have everything. Like, and that's not an exaggeration, especially, like, if you're Black. Like, you have to have everything. You can't just sit and be like, okay, I'm a good photographer. Unfortunately, that's not enough. Like, you gotta be better. Like, you gotta be the best. Like, you gotta want to be the best. You gotta go in. You gotta work. You gotta put in work every day, like, to be the best. Like, or you're not gonna make it. Like,
that's really valuable in itself. That's really, In case y'all haven't been listening, Shorty was dropping some gems. Shorty was dropping some gems. I appreciate you coming out for real.
Yeah,
I appreciate
of
you coming
course.
out. Appreciate you just being the person you are. Continue to do that. Continue to not only build and grow like within this industry, but just like as a human being, continue to like be passionate about like what you passionate about, love what you love, and push for that. I'm grateful for you. Thank you
Thanks.
so much.
I
This has been
appreciate it.
an amazing episode with Bri Ali.
Yes.
Here to inspire. Go follow her at
Labrisk.p, Labrisk.p. If you have a creative page and you follow me, I'll follow that back.
She don't follow people. She follow the creativity.
I follow people who are on their grind or can help put me on mine.
Ooh.
But I appreciate anybody who willing to support me through my journey. Like, I got a lot of things lined up, like, you know, low and to go to a new team, like all that different stuff. So, you know, just follow me through my journey. I love to have y'all.
And with that, we appreciate y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all of the good things. And yo, shout us out. You feel me?
Right.
Shout us out. Hit our lines.
Right.
This has been another episode of Here to Inspire. Peace.